Okay, how are you everybody who is watching this fantastic video? I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all the physical students and also online students to have a good moment of learning about advanced pure mathematics, and also we call it basic engineering mathematics. It's the first time to meet me. My name is Olenjolai. I am a Tanzanian. I'm very committed on training and teaching my community by using our own curriculum and syllabus in order to make sure that they become good mathematicians, good engineers, good scientists, and good technologists. So I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you one of our online institution, online college, which is called the Tanzania Online College or Full Technical College. So Tanzania, welcome Tanzania Online Full Technical College. So this is the college, or it's online college, where actually we are training ordinary diploma students and even secondary students about technical issues or technical fields such as telecommunication engineering, electronics engineering, computer engineering, mechatronics engineering, even biomedical equipment engineering, including also CST, we call it communication system technology. So all the related fields of electrical engineering, we are focusing on doing so, including also computer programming. But this is our online college where we are training ordinary diploma students and provide the content for them. But also we are training them mathematics because we apply mathematics. We call mathematics, it's the queen of engineering. But also welcome into one of our A-level online school that called it Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. In short, we have our official YouTube channel that called it Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School, where that we are training our students about physics, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced pure mathematics, and basic applied mathematics. So we have departments of mathematics, and some of the topics in ordinary diploma and A-level are just the same topics. For instance, in most of the technical college in our beautiful country that's called Tanzania, in case of the engineering, they have modules called the Algebra. So Algebra, it's a module for ordinary diploma. But for advanced secondary students, Algebra, it's a topic, one of the topics among 10 topics in advanced pure mathematics. So the content covered for ordinary diploma are similar with the contents that covered in A-level or in advanced secondary education school, right? Right? So that's why that these concepts of the determinants of matrix, I have to teach them together because they originated from O-level or form for education, form for education, and hence they are learning this concept in order to apply in the particular field. So that's why that we just wrote 2 schools, and that's why that I will be mentioning about advanced pure mathematics. It doesn't mean that we are teaching all the ordinary diploma students about advanced pure mathematics, no, but the concept is cross-cutting. A-level students, they are learning the same concept, and ordinary diploma students in engineering and science, they are learning the same concept, right? Yes, because for ordinary diploma, if you mention about advanced level, they say, sir, you're just taking us there where we don't like that place, because we heard that it's tough. It's a hardest level. So the module of the course is called Algebra. While Algebra, it's a 60 topic in Advanced Pure Mathematics from 5. We have the topic that's called the matrices, because Algebra is a broad topic, and we are in lecture 3, determinants of the matrix. All right? Yeah, so we had lecture 1, lecture 2, and especially lecture 2. So let us do the quick review, then we start the contents for the lecture 3. So quick review of lecture 2. In lecture 2, first of all, we define what the meanings of what is matrix. What is matrix? Rectangular array. But simply, we can call matrix is a branch of algebra. It's a branch of algebra that arrange numbers or other physical objects in what? In rows and the columns. Rows and what? Columns. Then we discussed about examples of what? Matrices. And we say the dimensions of any matrix is represented as what? Row multiplied by what? Column. Then we said that we had what? 2 by 1 matrix. We had the 1 by 2 matrix. We had the 2 by 2 matrix. We had what? 3 by 2 matrix. We had the 2 by 3 matrix. We had the 3 by 3 matrix, etc., etc. Okay? Then I told you how many types of matrices. 9 types of what? Types of matrices. 9 types of what? Matrices. The first one is called what? Row matrix. The second one, column matrix. The third one, identity matrix. The fourth one, square matrix. Another one, zero matrix. Another one, pardon? Triangular matrix. Another one, idempotent matrix. Another one, singular matrix. Another one, non-singular matrix, etc., etc. Then we discussed about what? Minor matrices or minor matrix. What is minor matrix? So minor matrix is regard of 3 by 3. We say that this is the what? It's a matrix. This is the matrix obtained by what? By deleting what? One row and the one what? Column. And we say we need this concept of minor matrix. We have to use it to find what? Determinant, right? And then we say that what the notations of determinant, how we notate determinants, to use this symbol, right? So for instance, that we are looking determinants of matrix A, this is the way that we write. And then we say that we are going to deal with 3 by 3 matrix, right? How many rows do you have in a 3 by 3 matrix? 3 rows, right? For instance, A11, A12, A13, then A what? 21, A what? 22, A what? 23, A what? 31, A what? 32, A what? 33. Then we say that in case that we want to look for determinant, we have to introduce sign. This is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Okay? Then we say for this case, to find the first minor matrix, we let the first column and first row. So first row will be common. Right? Yes. And then to find another minor matrix, we delete the first row and first column. We get another minor what? Matrix. And lastly, the last minor matrix that we need to find determinants, we delete the first row and third column. Then we obtain the third minor what? Matrix. Then we use the concept of finding determinant, which we learned or we covered it in 2 by 2 matrix, where we have to take the main diagonal minus the leading what? Diagonal. That's all. Okay? So that's what we've discussed in lecture 2. In case you have missed it, you have to access it. So then we say that method of finding determinant of the matrix. So let us start from there. Methods used to find determinant. Used to find determinant. Determinant of what? Of matrix. Methods that we are using to find determinant of the matrix. So you say that in mathematics, the determinant of the matrix can be found by using two methods. The first one is called can find determinant by using minor matrices. So method of in mathematics, the determinants of 3 by 3 matrix. So methods used to find determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. So in mathematics, the determinants of the 3 by 3 matrix can be found by using two methods. The first one is called the minor matrices. Say minor matrices. And the second one, we can find the determinant by using scientific calculator. Scientific calculator. Example of that scientific calculator is FFX 991. So let us find determinant. Let us find determinants of the matrix of 3 by 3 matrix by using minor matrices. Okay. So finding determinant. Finding determinant of 3 by 3. Finding determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. Then we'll discuss for the scientific calculator matrix by using minor matrices or minor matrices. Say minor matrices. Say minor matrices. Say minor matrices. So we will start with simple exam. We'll do a number of examples. We'll be starting with simple exam and then we'll move into a little bit challenging examples, because you have to master. You should master, because this is all about algebra. You have to master. So this is we said that once we said example what? It was example 5, So this is example 6. So example 6 is find the determinant. This is the simplest. Determinant of matrix A. So while the elements of matrix A are the following. Matrix A, so you have 7, 2, 3, then you have 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Then 2, 0, 3. So we've been asked to find determinants of matrix A while we have been given a 3 by 3. That is bongo. That is bongo, Bongo Dar es Salaam. Tarirarirarirarira. Nania Dar es Salaam. Bongo, Bongo Dar es Salaam. Tarirarirarirarira. Nania Dar es Salaam. Hey, Then, so we have been asked to find determinants of the matrix A. Stop writing. Remember that mathematics is learned and mastered by doing yourself. Mathematics is not ready as a magazine or as a history. Mathematics is always learned by doing. Okay? So stop writing. So solution. So solution, we say that we'll be given matrix A, and then this matrix A will be given elements, and you have to be careful. This is the simplest because all the elements are positive. So 7, so we have 7. The first element is 7. Mention the next one. 2, 3. Then what? 4, 1, 5. Then the other one, 2, 0, 3. 0, that one, 3. Okay? So this is 3. We have 3 rows. First row, second row, third row. First column, second column, third column, right? Then next, listen. Because our intention, we want to find determinant, not inverse. So you have to introduce only 3 signs in the first row. What are those signs? The first column or the first element, we are going to assign a positive sign. This is the positive sign. The second element in the first row, we are going to assign a negative sign. And the third element in the first row, we are going to assign a positive sign. Okay? So for that case, we say that this will be the first state. So we say that determinant of matrix A, this is equal to what? Positive 7. Positive 7. Okay? Then we are going to formulate a minor matrix. So we have to use this one. And how are you going to formulate the minor matrix? We have to delete the first row and first column. So what do we remain with? 1, 5, 0, 3. Is it clear? A? Then we are here. You say this operating, look on the blackboard and listen, please. Then the second element has been assigned the negative. So you have negative 2. Okay? Then you are going to formulate the second minor matrices. We just need 3 minor matrices. How are you going to formulate? We have to delete the first row and second column. Okay? So if we delete the first row and second column, what are the elements that we remain with? 4, 2, 3. So here it is. Then next, we have to assign positive sign to the said elements of the first row, which is positive 3. Then let us formulate minor matrix. Delete the first row, delete the said column. Then remain is 4, 1, 2, 0. Just like this one. Then next, we say that we are looking for determinant of matrix A. Then we have positive 7. We may write positive sign or may not write. Then we are going to use determinants of 2 by 2 matrix. This is 2 by 2 matrix. 2 rows, 2 columns. Okay? So to use determinants of the 2 by 2 matrix, we have to say that we are going to take 1 multiplied by 3 minus. This is the main diagonal, right? Main diagonal is always on right hand side. Okay? Leading diagonals, you just have to use this technique. Right hand side is main if just give you confusion. Right hand side is main diagonal. Left hand side is leading right? So in case you forget that whether this way or this way, that's your powerful hand. You know that right hand side is a powerful, So that's the main diagonal. And this one is less powerful, it is leading Yeah. That's the trick. So minus 0 multiplied by 5. Then close bracket. Minus 2, open bracket. Leading diagonal is 4 times 3. I'm doing this way so that it will be easier for you to remember. Then leading diagonal is 2 times 5. Then we close bracket. Plus 3, open bracket. What do you have? You may use the square brackets also. Should not you worry to use the square brackets. Okay, square brackets. You may use also square bracket. So this is square bracket, and also here I can use a square bracket. 3. Then what the main diagonal there? A 4 times 0. Minus what? 2 times what? 1. Then square bracket. Just let us find together, and then you'll do it yourself. So you have 7. Then what do you have? 1 times 3. Minus what? 0 times 5. 0. Then minus what? 2. 4 times 3. 12. Minus what? 2 times 10. 10. Then plus 3. 4 times 0. 0. Minus 2 times 1. 2. Just like this way. Then determinant of matrix A. This is equal to what? 3 times 0. 3 times 0. 3. 3 times 0. 3 times 0. 0. I didn't say 3 minus 0. I know what you've prepared, so I will always challenge you. 3 minus 0? 3 minus 0, 0. Okay, 3 times 7? 21. Olenjolai. 3 times 7 is Olenjolai. 12 minus 10? 2. 2 times 2? 4. Then plus 0 minus 2? Negative 2 times 3? Negative 6. Negative what? 6. Then we have what? 21 minus 4? 21 minus 4? 17. Negative, so positive? Negative. So minus what? 6. 17 minus 6? 11. So that is the determinant of 40 of the matrix. So determinant of matrix A is equal to 11. Right. Write it down. We are done. Okay. Then after that, let us do another simplest example, but at least see we have some elements which have negative number. So this is example 7, and the question is given a matrix C, which is matrix C, let's say matrix B, this is equal to what? This is equal. You may use this bracket sometimes, okay? 7, negative 2, positive 1. Then you have 2, we have 3, we have negative 8, we have 4, we have 5, we have 9. Then find the what? Find determinant of matrix B. So stop writing, let us try to find determinant of matrix B. One of the challenging part is some of the elements there, some of these elements, they have negative sign. Do you see? We have some negative sign. It's completely different from this one where we have positive sign. So something will change there. Solution. So solution, we say that, well, we have to find determinant by using what? So the first step, you may say that find what? Find determinant of matrix B. Find determinant of matrix B by using the minor matrices method. Minor matrices method. Okay, so how do we find it? Well, stop writing. We have been asked to find determinant of matrix B. This is equal to what? So we have to write the matrix first. We have B given 7, negative 2, positive 1. 2, 3, negative 8. 4, 5, 9. So the next step before we find minor matrices, we have to assign the positive and negative sign to the elements of the first row. This is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Okay? Yes. Then we are looking for the what? So this was matrix B. So determinant of matrix B is equal to, what do you have? Positive 7. Okay? Positive 7. Then, Johnson, wait me there. So we delete the first row and first column. Then you have what? 3, negative what? 8. Then 5, 9. We close bracket. Sometimes your teachers might be told, tell you that you have to use this bracket. It's fine. Then minus this one, right? Then, but we have negative what? 2. So this is negative 2. We close bracket. Then we have another minor matrix. Delete the first column and delete the first row. What do we have? 2, 4. Negative 8, 9. Okay? Then plus what? Plus or positive 1. Then we delete the third column and first what? Row. Right? So we have what? 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay? Okay, class? Yes. So determinant of matrix B is equal to 7. Then what the main diagonal here? So you can go straight forward. 3 times 9, 27. Minus. Then negative 8 times 5, negative 40. So close bracket like this. Then have negative times negative, positive. Positive 40, 2. 2 times 9, 18. Minus. Negative 8 times 4, negative 32. Close the bracket. Plus 40, 1. 2 times 5, 10. Minus 4 times 3, 12. So determinant of matrix B is equal to what? 7. Then what? 27, right? Negative is negative. Positive what? Positive 40. Plus what? 2. Negative is negative 32. Positive 32. 18 plus 32, 50. Plus what? 10 minus 12. Negative what? 2. Negative 2 times 1. Negative 2. 27 plus 40. 67. 67 times 7. You have to look for the calculator for that case. But you may do it easily. Pardon, 400? Pardon? 469. 469. Then 2 times 50? 100. Then minus what? 2. So 100 plus 469? Minus 2? So what the determinant of matrix B? 560. But the final response. Write down. $567. Okay, write down. So now we are getting to example A. We are getting to example class 8. So example 18, if we have been given a matrix E, this is equal to what? 8, negative 2. This is the one that you have done in your class session. This is 2. This is negative 3. And here we have negative 2. And here we have 60. We have 3. We have 8. Then the question asks us, find the value of R. Find the value of R if determinant of matrix E is equal to negative 328. So this is a little bit, you can call it, it's a kind of conceptual question. You have to pause. So we have that question, or we have that example that we have to deal with. We've been given a 3 by 3 matrix with how many elements? With 9 elements. But one of the elements is unknown, which is the 30 element in the first row and first element in the 30 column. This one. This is the 30 element in first row, first element in 30 row, in 30 column. Okay? So it's unknown. But we have been given the determinant of this matrix. So we know the determinants of the matrix, but we don't know some elements. So we have to use the same concept of finding determinant to find the value of unknown element. Are we together? That's why I say that, at least that this is a little bit challenging question, because you have to think it and you have to understand the concept. So you should not worry. We have to follow steps to solve it. It's not a difficult question. It's simple. Solution. The first step, we say that we say that we have to think about what we find what determinant. So simply say that because you have determinant already, we say that write the equation of determinant. Write the equation of determinant of matrix E. So what is the equation? You'll be given a matrix E, then its elements are 8, -2, R. Then 2, -3, -2. 6, 3, 8. So we have to introduce positive and negative sign to the elements of the first row. Stop writing. Stop writing. Stop writing. Let us do together and then you write. So you have to introduce positive and negative sign to the elements of first row. Say first row. First row. So this is the first row. So in first row, the 30 elements in the first row we don't know its value. So we are going to introduce 2 signs of positive and 1 sign of negative. So this is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Okay? After that, we are going to find the determinant of matrix E. We have to use the concepts of minor matrices. Right? So minor matrices, we start with this first element, which is positive 8. Then we are going to formulate the first minor matrix. How? We delete the elements of the first column and the elements of the first row. What do we remain? It remains -3, -2, 3, 8. Right? So -3, -2, 3, 8. Just like this. Okay? Then next we have negative. So we put this negative, this one. Then open bracket. This number also it has negative. So we have -2. Use brackets. Right? To differentiate them. Then we are going to formulate the second minor matrix. How do we formulate? We delete the first row and the second column. Then we remain 2, 6, -2 and 8. Okay? Then you have plus. The element is R. Then we delete the third column and the first row. Then you have 2, -3. Then you have 6, 3. Are we together? Next, we have what? We are looking determinant of matrix E. This is equal to what? Positive 8. Then you have what? 3 times -3? -24. 3 times -2? So we have to minus -26. Use bracket whenever you have -60. Yes, use bracket for the negative sign. -6. You may use the square bracket for this case, just to do the distinction. So you may use the square bracket, is fine. Then you have negative is negative. Positive. Positive 2. Then here it is. So we have square bracket. 2 times 8. Minus Negative 2 times 6? Negative 12. Just like this one, okay? Plus what? R. Plus what? R. 3 times 2? 6. Minus. And negative 3 times 6? Negative 18. So this is square bracket. Negative 18, and this is square bracket. So then we say that determinant of matrix E is equal to what? 8, negative times negative 6. Positive 60. So negative 24 plus 6? Negative 18. So here we are going to have 8 times what? Negative what? 18. Right? Plus what? 2. Then negative is negative 12. Negative is negative 12. Positive. 16 plus 12. So 2 times what? 20. 28. Plus. R. Then negative is negative 18. Positive what? So positive 18 plus 6. 24. So multiply by what? Are you together? Yes. Then determinant of matrix E is equal to what? 8 times negative 18. Hello? 90. 8 times negative 18. Negative 124. Okay? 144. Negative 144. Right? Plus. 2 times 28. 56. Then 24 times R. 24R. So, negative 144 plus 56. You're using calculator for simple. Negative 88. So determinant of matrix E, I said stop writing, is equal to negative what? 88 plus what? 24R. So this one will be equation 1. But we've been given that determinant of matrix E is equal to negative 328. This one will be equation 2. Are we together? Are we together? So it's better whenever you are solving a mathematical equation to establish equations. Then we go for the second step. So the second step, because we are looking the value of R, we say that substitute equation 2 into equation what? Equation 1. So how do we substitute? Remember that the left-hand side of equation 1 is equal to left-hand side of equation 2. So for that case, you have what? Negative 328 is equal to what? Negative 88 plus what? 24R. Okay? Next, we say that we have to make R the subject. Negative 328 plus 88, this is equal to 24R. Then negative 328 plus 88. Negative 240 is equal to 24R. So divide by 24, divide by 24. R is equal to 80, negative 40, negative 10. So that's the value of 40 of R. You have finished the question to solve the question. So write quickly so we can go to, or we can move to another challenging example. Okay, so then we are getting into example what? Example 9. So this example 9, this example 9, refer the mathematical book that called the Pure 2. This question is in page 131. Page 131. The question is actually tell you that solve the given equation. Solve the given. So this is concept. First of all, write that it's conceptual question. Solve the given equation. And this is the given equation. We have been given x minus 3. We have been given 1. We have been given -1. This is the common book for advanced pure mathematics, and also it's a common book for the different modules in ordinary diploma. Here we have -7. Here we have x plus 5. Here we have -1. Here we have -6. Here you have +6. Here you have x minus 2. Then we have this sign is equal to 0. End of the story of mathematics question. Solve the equation below. Yes, you may solve, you may try. Yeah. Mr. Mathematics said that he wants to try. Solve the given equation. Can I read here? Huh? Okay, so separating. We'll be given a kind of tricky question. To understand what you are supposed to do in this question, you have to know about mathematical notation. How do we use mathematical notation? The first piece of information that we can find in this question, these are the elements which have been arranged in rows and the column. So this is the first column, this is the first row. This is the second row, this is the second column. This is the third row, this is the third column. But within these elements, or the elements of the given matrix, there are unknown. And just only one variable which is unknown, which is x. But this element now is a linear equation. This is the linear equation, and this element is linear equation. This one is a linear equation. While these are the fixed values. The other 6 elements are fixed values. So one of the trick, whenever that there's a difference between these symbols, square symbols, this illustrates that it is a matrix, and also sometimes you may use these brackets, or we call them parentheses. But when it comes that we are using these kinds of the sign or notation, this means determinant. But this one is actual representing a matrix, or either using the square brackets or parentheses, representing what? A matrix. So this is actual, it's a matrix, but these signs actual tell us something. And what does it tell us? Determinant of this matrix is equal to 0. Okay? So simply we may say that we've been given a matrix, so we'll be following a number of steps. The first step, we say that let that matrix to be maybe matrix M. So our matrix M, we say that we've been given what? X minus 3, then you have what? 1, then you have what? -1, then you have what? -7, then you have what? X plus 5, then you have what? -1, then you have what? -6, Mr. Mathematics. Then you have 6, Then have x minus 2. Okay? So then, when we've been given this sign, it means that we've been given another important information, that determinant of matrix M is equal to what? Is equal to 0. This is an important equation. Again, we have to assign signs into the columns or into the elements of first row. This one is positive, negative, positive, always. Okay? Then you have to formulate the equations of determinants of the matrix. Then, what do we say? We say, well, so if you are looking determinant of matrix M, this is equal to what? Positive. Positive of 40, x minus 3. This is the first element. Then we need a minor matrix. Okay? So how do you formulate the minor matrix? Delete the first row and first column. What do we find? A, x plus 5, 60, negative 1, x minus 40, minus 2. Then we have negative sign. So this is minus 1. Okay? So minus 1. Then what do we have? So we delete this column and this row. We have 40, negative 7, negative 60, negative 1, x minus 2. Okay? Then you have this sign, positive. So we have plus, but the number itself is negative. So open bracket, close bracket. Write negative 1, then put that one, right? Then we open bracket. We delete the first row, first column. No, first row, third column, right? Then the elements are what? Say it loudly. X plus 5. X plus 5, 6. Just like this. So for the time being, just forget about the value of determinant. Just leave it. This one, let us call it equation 1. Okay? We refight later on. Just deal with determinant. Find determinants by using this, by using variable x. I say this stop writing. Then determinant of matrix M. Remember that you may let matrix M, you may let matrix A, or matrix B, or matrix C, whatever the case. Okay? Okay? So you should not claim that always you have to let matrix M. No. Then after that, we say that determinants of matrix M is equal to what? We say that we have positive, so you may write positive sign or you may leave it. Positive x minus 3. Okay? Then next, what do we say? We say that we are going to have, let's say, the square bracket. Then this is the main diagonal. Okay? So the elements of main diagonal are x plus 5 and x minus 2. So you have to take your x plus 5 multiplied by what? X minus 2. Okay? Then minus. And here we have what? Negative 1 times what? Positive what? 6. Then you close the square bracket. Then you have what? Minus 1. Okay? We have a square bracket. Negative 7 multiplied by what? X minus what? 2. Okay? Then we say what? Minus. Minus what? Negative 1 multiplied by what? Negative 6. We close the square bracket. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Then, for that case, positive times negative 1, negative 1. Okay? We open square bracket. This is the trick. This is the way that you have to solve this question without stresses. Because if you are not careful, you'll do in case you do a small mistake, then you have lost it. You'll get a wrong response. So you have to be careful. And you have to consider negative sign and positive sign. Then, next, we have negative 7. So just write. Don't say that I will multiply. In Bongo we say that nazidisha juu kwa juu. If you multiply juu kwa juu, I want to tell you that finally you'll get chini kwa chini. You'll multiply juu kwa juu and the response will get chini kwa chini. Then minus, okay? Minus what? A, negative 60 multiplied by what? X plus what? 5. Now we have finished. Now it's a matter of multiplication. Okay? Then we say determinant of 40 matrix M is equal to what? X minus 3. Then you have square bracket. Then we are going to expand. X times X, X square. X times negative 2. We don't have minus 2. It is, okay, minus 2x. Then we have 5 times X, 5x. Positive 5 times negative 2, negative 10. Okay? We don't need this square bracket for the time being. Then negative 1 times 6. Negative 1 times 6 is positive 60. Negative 60. Negative 60 times negative. Positive 40, 6. We close the first square bracket. Yes. What? You still have a long journey to go. Then negative 1. Then we have negative 7 times x. Negative 7x. Negative 7 times negative 2. Positive 40. Positive 14. Then negative 1 times negative 6. Positive 60 times negative. Positive 60 times negative 6. You are not in the class. You are not in the class. So because you are back to the class, negative 1 times negative 6. Positive 6. Positive 6 times negative 1. Positive 60 times negative 1. Negative 6. You see, our friend was not in the class. He went out for a while. Then we close the bracket. Okay? Then you have what? Minus what? 1, right? Open square bracket. Then negative 60 times negative 7. Negative 60 times negative 7. Negative 7 times 6. Negative 42. So this is negative 42, isn't it? Then negative 6, negative times negative. So we have positive 6 here, right? 6 times x. 6x, right? 60 times 5. 30, right? So we close our square bracket. So we have to continue. We have to continue the journey. So the business is very interesting. So let us move on. Determinant of matrix M is equal to, let us keep on simplifying. What do you have? We have what? X minus 3. This isn't. Then negative 2x plus 5x. Positive 3x. Negative 10 plus 6. Negative 10 plus negative 6. Negative 4 plus negative 6. I know students who are not in this class. Okay, so open bracket, we have x square, right? And negative 2x plus 5x. Positive 3x. Then negative 10 plus 6. Negative 4. So we have the multiplication between linear equation and quadratic equation. Okay? So that's all about this story. Then for this case, you have negative 7x plus 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6 is equal to what? 8. So it will be negative 1 times negative 7x. Positive, so it will be what? Plus 7x. Then negative 1 times 8. Negative 8. Are you together? So we are done with this part. We are moving to this part, right? So we have what? 6x. We have negative 42. Where did they get this negative 42? Negative 1, we had it here. Negative 7 times 60, negative 42. So here we made a mistake. Not yes. You were there, but you didn't say anything. We, no. Especially you. Yeah. So let us say that we have negative 1, negative 7 times 60, negative 42, minus. Okay? Then you have what? Negative 60 multiplied by what? X plus 5. Okay? My friend is unhappy. Don't be unhappy. This is mathematics. Then, so negative 60 times this negative, positive 6. Right? So you have 60x and the 30. Right? So this is positive. So you'll have negative, so you'll have what? We'll have negative 1 here. Negative 1. Okay? Multiplied by what? Negative 42. Then what? Plus what? 6 what? X plus 30. Is this it? So then determinant of matrix CM is equal to what? Is equal to x minus 3. Then have what? X squared plus 3x minus 4. Then plus, we have 7x minus 8. Then we have minus 1. Negative 42 plus 30. Negative 12. So you'll have 60x minus 12. Is this it? So determinant of matrix M is equal to what? X minus 3 multiplied by x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay? Then plus what? 7x minus 8. Then, pardon? So it will be simply minus what? 6x minus 12. Okay? Okay? So right now, we have to expand. We have to multiply this and this one. Determinant of matrix M is equal to what? X times x squared. X cubed. Then x times x, 3x. Plus 3x squared. X times negative 4. Negative 3 times x squared. Negative 3 times 3x. Negative 9x. Negative 3 times negative 4. Positive 40. 12. So this is the expansion of this linear function and the quadratic function. Then we say what? Plus 7x minus 8. Minus what? 6x minus 12. Did you write this? Yes. Have you written this? Yes. Okay. Be patient. Tell your neighbor, be patient in mathematics. Okay? So if that the case now, we can collect like terms. Say like terms. Like terms. Say like terms. It means that terms which have the same degree. For x cubic, we just have only x cubic. We'll have x cubic, right? Yes. How about x squared? X squared. 3x squared minus 3x squared. Yes. Cancel. So 0. Then negative 4x minus 9x. Negative 13x. Negative 13x plus 7x. Eh? Negative 6x. Negative 6x minus 6x. Eh? Are you sure? Negative 12x. So we are done with this one, we're done with this one, we're done with this one, we're done with this one, we are done with this one. Then 12 minus 8. 4. Then negative saves negative 12. Positive 12. Right? So 4 plus positive 12. Eh? So plus what? 16. This will be our equation 2. So that's what you have been looking for. Hello? Then, next, we go for the second word, second step. That's all about first step. So the second step, we say that, substitute what? Equation 1. Into what? Equation 2. So what the value of equation 1? 0. 0 is equal to what? X cubed. Minus what? 12x. Plus what? 16. Or in other words, many students, they are interested to write this equation this time. X cubed minus 12x plus 16 is equal to 0. Or in other words, you can write that x cubed plus 0x squared minus 12x plus 16. So you have to solve for the value of 40 of x. So the first step or the third step, we say that this is equation 3. So solve the value of x in equation 3. You may use the graph. You may use also trial and error method, but also you may use a scientific calculator. So by using what? By using scientific what? Calculator. So because we have x power 3, we expect to get maybe 3 values of x because this cubic function. So take your scientific calculator. Can I have that one? You can check. Check here. So press mod. Press mod 3 times until you have equation, MATI, and VCT. If you don't have a scientific calculator, sit nearby somebody who have a scientific calculator. We are going to solve that once by using what? Scientific calculator. Choose equation by pressing number 1. First of all, if you press the mod 3 times, choose equation. Then we are going to solve for 3 what? A? For 3 unknowns or for 3 what? Single unknown, not 3 unknown. A? So this is unknowns. Is it degree?
Unknowns. Press there.
Wait.
Degree.
Yes, press the big button. The right hand side of big button. You see. You have unknowns 2 or 3, right? Press this side of this big button, the play button. You'll be asking either 2 degree or 3 degree. That equation is what? 3 what? So press button number 3. So what the coefficient of x cubic? 1. Press 1, press equal sign. What the coefficient of x squared? No, 0. A. So press 0, then press equal sign. Then C, it's a coefficient of x. What the coefficient of x power 1? So write negative 12, then press equal sign or equal button. Right? D, it's a constant value. What the constant number there? 16. So write 16, then press equal sign. Then wait for a time, for a while. X is equal to what? X is equal to, so it will be written x1 is equal to negative 4. Then x2 is equal to what? x2 is equal to 2. That's all. So you have just the two values. x1 is equal to negative 4, x2 is equal to what? 2. You have two values. Which value is the most correct? Which value is the most correct value?
Positive.
Why positive? Huh? So the value of x might be negative 4 or positive 2. If you substitute, listen. If you substitute the value of x as negative 4, you'll have negative 4 minus 3, you'll have negative 7. And for this case, you'll have positive 1. For this case, you'll have negative 6. If you find its determinant, it will be 0. Also, if you substitute the value of x is equal to 2, right? You'll have negative 1. You'll have positive 7. You'll have 0. If you find its determinant, the value is 0. Did you get these values first of all of you? Have I got it? Yes. Huh? Yes. Okay, so therefore, the values of x are 2 and the negative 4. Write down. Okay, so now you can, let me give you just this is the example, a practice question. Example class? 10. So example 10, what do we say? We say that it can be just it's a kind of conceptual also. You have to be careful, but you follow the same steps as the one. You may be asked that solve for x, and then you've been given, you have to be careful in writing, because you have to be careful. Sometimes you may do mistake. You may write, your intention, you just want to write determinant, and then you write the symbol for the matrix. So then 1, and this one is what? It's 1, it's negative 1 minus x, then 2. So now you can practice, and you have 8, 2, negative 1 minus x. These are the most common questions in exam. So if determinant is equal to 0, you may find 5 marks to solve this problem. So find the value of 40 of x. So again, you see that we have linear equation, linear equation, linear equation. And this we can call it main diagonal, right? Yes. Main what? Diagonal. So you have to enjoy it, and you have to use the tricks. So this one is just the homework. But again, you have another interesting questions. Other interesting questions which you have to enjoy them in matrix before we learn about the determinant. Then we have example 11. This is also a concept, and you may refer pure mathematics 2, page 131. For all these questions also, you have been given in your class notes, and the questions was asking you to do this. Prove that, because I told you one of the reference book for ordinary diploma and for advanced pure mathematics is called the Pure 2. But you didn't trust me. Let me show the similarity of what others are learning in A level and what you are learning in ordinary diploma. And your teachers also, they are using Pure 2. X square, y square, z square. This is the one of the longest equation. Prove that is equal to x minus y multiplied by y minus z, and also z minus x. That's the question. So what does it mean? It means that determinant of this matrix is equal to this one. You have the experience to state that determinant is always a value. It's a number. No. Sometimes determinant is the mathematical equation like that one. So don't think that it's easy to move from here to there, right? Yeah. So to teach you, I just need a half an hour to just for teaching. But for solving, you may solve it within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's a kind of trick. Because once you find the determinants, you'll find a lot of squares. You have to eliminate those squares until you have x minus y, y minus z, z minus x. So there is a trick of algebra there that you have to use. Okay? Are we together? Then another interesting question. This also it's example. Example 12. So example 12, refer pure 2, page 147. You have to go and try. In case you face some challenge, we may come and solve them together, okay? Exercise what? This is exercise 8E, and it's called the miscellaneous examples. So the question is, given matrix M, where its elements are trigonometrical function, cosine of alpha times cosine of beta, then have cosine of alpha, cosine of beta, then have negative sine of alpha, then negative sine of beta, that is sine of beta. Yes, this is alpha. Then this is cos of beta. Then here the elements is 0. Then sine of alpha, cosine of beta. Then the next element is sine of alpha, sine of beta, cos of alpha. So the question is, evaluate determinant of M. Evaluate determinant of M. So don't think that the elements of the matrix are always numbers or are always variables. You can find trigonometrical function, either hyperbolic function or some other types of 40 of the function. So try your level best. And the answer, so for this one, you have the answer. The answer is this one. You have to make sure that you solve until you have this. For this one, determinant of M, the answer is 1. So determinant of M, it's 1. Yes, determinants of that matrix, it's what? 1. So if you get 1, you have got it. If you get cosine of alpha, sine of beta, you have missed it. Try those 2 questions in case you fail. In the next lecture, lecture 4, we'll solve together. Try them before you go for the exam. Then the last part that I have to cover in this lecture 3, I have to teach you how to find determinant of the matrix by using scientific calculator. It's just a short concept. It's not, it doesn't take much time. And it's a very good trick for you to prove. However, that the scientific calculator can just find determinants of the matrix. Those are my papers. Can find the determinants of the matrix whereby the values or the elements are known. The elements of that matrix are what? Are known, right? So let me present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the second method. Finding determinant of 3 by 3 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix by using scientific calculator. So the 7 steps that I will teach you that you have to follow, this is specifically will be focused on the particular types of scientific calculator, which is function 991. You may adapt it for other scientific calculator. They have different notation, and then you enjoy it. The first step, listen. The first step, we say that press. You can take your scientific calculator and practice what I told you. Press, or let us write the steps first. Press the button. So the button of mod. Press the button of 40. The button of 40. A mod. Up to until you see the, I think you have to press twice or 3 times until you see mat. 3 times. So press the buttons of mod up to what? Mat. And that mat, once you see mat, and you have to select it, and press button number 2. So button written on top of it, number 2. So now it means you have translated, or you have translated your scientific calculator to be in matrix form, or to be in function of matrix. Your scientific calculator, this function is 991. Listen, it has almost 15 functions. So it means that is a programmable calculator. It has a programs built in within it. So you've been given an option to ask it the scientific, or to set the scientific calculator in particular types of function. So right now, you are transforming your scientific calculator from the normal computation into matrix to solve matrix equation. Okay? That's why you press the mod 3 times until you see what? Matrix. So it means your scientific calculator now, it can solve different problems of the matrix. Are we together? Yes. Then the second step, once we are there, then now we wanted to define the dimension of the matrix. How do we do so? Then we say that we have to press shift. You have to press. So the second step, press shift. Say shift. Say shift. The button written shift. So when I write shift, it means the button written what? Shift. Right? Press it once, and then press a button. So it means I press a button which it has been written the word mat on top of it. Mat. But this is button number 4. Look, button number 4. On top of it, it has been written mat. Mat is abbreviations of matrix. Right? Mat are the first 3 letters of the word what? Matrix. Have you seen it? So press what? Shift. I say press shift. Press shift of your neighbors. Press shift, and then press button number what? 4. Where on top of it they've been written what? Mat. Right? Then what do you see? What do you see? Dim. Dim means dimension. It's abbreviations of what? Dimension. So our matrix, so the matrix that we want to find, we want to deal with, is 3 by 3. So the dimension of our matrix is 3 by 3. So M represents rows, N represents columns. So then the steady state, once you see that, you say that, select dim. So we have to name the matrix first. Select what? Dim. Say dim. Dim is in lowercase or uppercase? Dim is lowercase or uppercase? Dim hiyo iko kwenye herufi kubwa au herufi ndogo? Sababu wengine hapa Swahili medium. Boss. Lowercase, right? Selected him. Once you selected him, how do you select him? We press number 1. Number 1, right? And then what do you see? 1 is A. So after pressing him, then select A. So let us name our matrix A. Just like here, we define a matrix that this matrix A is equal to. So we are naming our matrix first. Okay? So what the names of our matrix? Baba, andika. What the names of our matrix? A. So it means that simply in that scientific calculator, we are going to have A is equal to. After that second, once you finish that steady state, then you have to press what? So once you select A, then you've been questioned M times what? N, isn't it? Yes. A? So you see right now on your scientific calculator, you have MATI A and then M times what? N. What does it mean? M standing for what? Rows. N standing for what? Columns. Say columns. So rows and what? Column. So how do you feel rows and columns? Well, so you will see that for M, for M, press button number 3. Press number 3. Means you have 3 rows. Then after that, press equal sign. Ready? So we have defined the number 40 rows. Do the same process for the column. Then we say that for N, press what? 3. Then press what? A. Then press what? Equal sign. Are we together? A? Are we together? We are not together. So now you have defined the dimension of 40 of your matrix. The next step now, you see MATI 1, 1. MATI 1, 1 is just like what when you had the A1, 1, A1, 2, A1, 3. Do you remember? Yes. So now you have to introduce the elements of the matrix. So A1, 1 is the first element in first row and first column. A1, 2 is the second element in the first row and second column. Right? A1, 3 it's what? Third element in the first row and third column. Right? Are we together? So number 5, we say that insert all 9 elements of matrix A. Matrix A. Okay? As what? As it has been written MATI 1, 1. Then, so once I will give you the matrix. Okay, I will give you the matrix that we have to find to use determinant. We have to use the calculator to find it. MATI 1, 1. Once you feed the elements, you have to press what? Press equal sign. So each element, it means that we insert the element, we press equal sign. You insert the element, you press equal sign until you finish all the 9 elements. Okay? So now, let us find determinant of our matrix A, where the elements are 1, 5, 1, 5, 7, and then 2, 3, then 1, then what? 7, 21. Then what? 23. Okay? So this is MATI 1, 1, MATI 1, 2. So feed those elements. So once you feed MATI 1, 1, you press the equal sign. You do for the second one. You do for the third one. You do for the first one until 9. Just feed few and then the others give you a friend. Don't fill all of them. Just feed few, then the others give your friend. Hello? Feed the elements. Don't mention to your neighbor until you have mat A 3. Have you written this question? Have you written this question? I'm asking you, have you written this question or you haven't written? Eh? So we are, have you finished to insert all the elements? Yes. Then next step now, we have fed all the elements. This is function 991, okay? We have fed all the elements. Now we are going to determine what? Determinant. Okay? So the next step will help us determine what? Determinant. So press the button written Shift. Then press the button written Mat, which is button number 4. Button number 4. Because in button number 4, we have the word Mat. Okay? Eh? Then after that, what do you see? Mati, Class, what do you see after you press Shift, then you press button number 4, Mat? Dim, Edit, Mat. Then we say that press replay button. So press replay button, the biggest button, replay button, and press this side. Press this side of the replay, right hand side of the replay button. What do you see? Date. So you'll see date in lowercase, number 1, and the other one is what? TRN. This is number 2. So choose date. So select date. Date is abbreviations of determinant. Are you together? Are you there or you are lost? Nehemiah? You are there? Okay. Then number 7. So we are asking the calculator to find determinant. Okay? Determinants of our of our matrix. So number 7, we say that again. So determinants of which matrix? Because you can have matrix A in that calculator, matrix B, matrix C. So you have to define. Okay? So again, you have to press. So you say that repeat step what? Step 6. But select mat. So repeat step 6. It means press Shift, then press button number 4. After that, you see mat, you see edit, you see something. Choose mat. So select mat. Ready. Then you see A, B, C, etc. What was the name of our matrix? A. So select A. What do you see on your display? A. So on your display, we expect you to have something like this. Date, Mati, A. This is it. So after that, we say that press equal sign to obtain determinant. Once you have this, press the equal sign to obtain what? Determinant. So button number 8, we say that press the button of equal sign to obtain what? To obtain determinant. To obtain what? To obtain what? Determinant. Ready? So what are the determinants of that matrix? A, Yeah, it is true. So determinant of matrix A, it's what? 0. So maybe, okay, so I think that you have done a practice. The secret of this technique, listen, the secret of determining or finding matrix determinants of the 3x3 matrix is actual practice. You have to make sure that every week you practice. If you fail to practice, I believe that you might do or you might face some challenges along of finding the determinant by using scientific calculator. And another thing which I want to tell you that if you'll be given a question, you'll be asked that to find determinant. And maybe you've been awarded 3 marks, right? So all the marks, so my friend there got it. So he said, yeah, I got it. So you should not use scientific calculator maybe to write the solution. The scientific calculator will actually give you the determinants, the value of determinants of the matrix quickly, so that you have to do numerical or analytical process in order to have solution of solving that question. So the aim of scientific calculator to prove. So whenever you find a question which will ask you that find the determinants of the matrix, or maybe you've been given a determinant and also there is a certain variable within the elements of the matrices, you can substitute and have that matrix and prove that if the determinant is equal to the one that you've been told. Once you have been satisfied, then you know that I have a correct solution. The goodness of the concept of the determinant, the students can confirm the response before even the teacher will mark your exam or the questions that you have attempted, because you can use scientific calculator and always will give you the accurate answer if you give it the right elements and you follow the procedures to find the response. So let's say that this is the end of lecture 3. In lecture 4, maybe we may start, lecture 4 that we may just solve these 2 questions. And we may spend almost 45 to 1 hour. So it depends. Go and practice in case you face a challenge. We may just solve these questions and then you can check some other question about determinant. But the next concept will be discussed about inverse. And when we discuss about inverse, also we'll teach you how we can use scientific calculator to find the inverse of the matrix. Because inverse is the process, yeah? You have to find cofactors, you have to find 9 matrices, you have to find adjoint of the matrix, and so forth. So you may do a mistake, but a scientific calculator can give you the right answer. So you can reverse the gear. Always Tanzanians, once you know the response, I know that you are good in creating even the solution specifically for that answer. Yeah, you are very good in that. So this is the end. I would like to welcome you in lecture 4 and keep on practicing. Try to solve different questions. Don't underestimate the concept of determinant. That is my warning. Don't underestimate the concept of determinant. That just you have to find the minor matrices and whatever. Sometimes it depends on the setup of the question. For instance, this one, this is the longest question, more than all the questions that I have stated. This is the longest question. Because you may use the concept of determinant, after that, you remain with algebra. Not any matrices again. You'll be dealing with polynomial function. How to simplify them, you'll have some squares, you have to simplify them until you have this simplest linear equation. So you have understood the concept? Yes. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Oh, now it's time to congratulate you. 1, 2, 3. Hongereni. Imareni kwa matrix. Wow, thank you very much. May God bless you. See you in the next class. Wow.